in that graphic of continuous improvement. And this year will be a little bit different in terms of score relative to par, because it's going to be a challenging year for everyone in the field. But that 67 is indicative of pretty solid putting. 83 putts through 3 rounds. That's a tie for the 3rd fewest in the field.
It made me laugh. Chelsea, it's so true. And the best part is he passed it off. I didn't know why we were going to putting green. He putted pretty well. He got there, he goes, come on, we're going to go to putting. I'm okay. You send it. Okay. Here, go show me. Go show me how you hit a 4-inch putt. Oh, okay. Oh, shit, it's the easiest thing you could ever do. He goes, oh, that's 12 feet. He tried to hit it 4 inches.
Let's talk with Paul Tesori, who is Webb Simpson's caddy.
Hey, look, he goes, 4 inches. I can do it now. 4-inch putt. I can do it now. 4-inch putt. I can do it now. Oh my God. That's a foot. That was uphill too. I'll never forget. I had to wait to make sure that he made the putt for par until I said anything on the golf course.
Well, I think it's neat. You're getting a taste of, you know, the lighthearted nature on a Sunday, regardless of the fact that you're one of only 7 guys in the red.
Masters on the Range given a little insider feeling here as we prepare for the final round.
Can you imagine the stories that have been told around this place over the years?
The ones we know and the ones we don't. Justin there with his dad, Mike, also.
That's the connection Tiger has said he feels with Justin. It's the only child connection. You know, and just being so close with your dad, learning so much from your dad like Justin has. They have a lot of common threads. And he loves the way that he interacts with Charlie. Charlie's a true fan of Justin Thomas. The way he plays, the way he makes him laugh.
Watch how stable his head is when he putts.
Yeah, he sort of locks that angle between his lead forearm and the back of his left wrist. He finds that position. You'll see it even from this angle. There it is right there. Now he'll maintain that back and through. There is no change in that relationship from the back of the left wrist and the left forearm. Just rock solid. Great technique to try and mirror if you're having trouble with the putter.
This is a speed drill that he's doing here. That first coin is about 6 feet from him, and the next one is about 12. And what he's trying to do is he's trying to get the ball to go past. So you'll see a second coin that John is standing next to right by his feet. He's going to just try to get it to just go past that coin. And then he'll mark that. Then they'll move back to this other one back here, and he'll try to extend that just a little bit from that second coin that's back there by his feet. Beautiful. You talk about the importance of putting. The key is speed at Augusta National. It's speed, 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 speed. And this drill here is one of the best to show you how good you are or aren't at controlling pace and putting.
And remember, that first coin is the hole location. So he wants to have the ball traveling at that speed as it enters the hole. Just great look here at control from Justin Thomas.
And what this will also do, Brian, just so that you know, is when you start putting with speed, and what I like to do in this drill with my students, and particularly at the elite level, working with touring professionals, is have them every once in a while stand behind and look at this area of the green, because you're going to be able to see the break of the putt, and when you practice putt with speed, it can help you with your green reading.
That's incredible. That is world-class control of speed.
like 50-50 on the weight.
Okay.
And again, Michael, I'm going to go back to that stable position of the wrist and the forearm, just keeping that so true to form. If that starts to loosen up and unlock, you've got a much more difficult time trying to control speed. So you want to take out as many variables as you can. Very consistent stroke. Almost impossible to expect good speed control if you've got extra moving parts in the wrist. There's another great look
Well, the
at
other
it.
part of that too, Brian, is not just the wrist position, but also look at how steady his head is. You think about one of the best, certainly clutch putters, Tiger Woods. His head, it was like a statue. Watch this here. This is hardly moves at all. Look at how steady that is.
Minimizing variables.
Couldn't go over there. It didn't allow for the time of me getting everyone and then past it.
Yeah, let's watch that hat.
Another.
It is like someone is holding it.
It's also an indication of how his shoulders are moving. If you rock the shoulders like a seesaw, that head's going to move forward and back. There's a little bit of up and down to the shoulders, but there's also a little bit of around.
I love this too, Michael. He's reversing the drill and moving a little more uphill from this position.
And what you also see too is his father, Mike, doing a little reparation to the green. That's where Justin was standing beforehand, and he's repairing that green where he was standing for such a period of time. Brilliant.
Yeah, a lot of respect there from Mike Thomas. Veteran move. What a great guy. There he is. Think of Mike and how he's helped to encourage the career of his son Justin over the years. Very much a part of the team to this very moment.
And I want to expand upon something that you touched on, something that many years ago I spent some time talking to Jim Furyk about. Coming out to the practice putting green, what he will do is he will hit putts from a distance of 20-25 feet, and he'll putt in one direction, and then he'll do the exact same thing in an opposite direction. He wants to get an idea of what it feels like to putt uphill, what it feels like to putt downhill. And if all you do is just kind of go in one direction, it can masquerade the speed of the greens and your ability to judge and determine the speed. And that's why JT would go in one direction and then flip it in the exact opposite direction, just to make sure that he's seeing things and feeling things in both directions, uphill and downhill. You might look at this and go, well, it looks like it's relatively flat, but there's never absolute flat.
Yeah, the
And so
incline
there's
is
subtleness.
The incline is different, and the break is a little bit different. So this is just a great look at how you can develop some feel on the greens.